Hello, Earth beings. How are we doing? I'm out for a very nice, dreary walk in the rain with the trees. It feels very healing. My hair is total mess because I've had my hood up. Just wanted to give a little energy update for the collective because we're going through a really big shift right now, generationally. The world is changing. Society as we know it is collapsing. And it's very easy to get caught up in the fear propaganda and to allow that to ruminate and get stressed. And it creates this energy of control within ourselves that we need to control and fix and improve everything. But that's all we've been doing this whole time, right? How did we even get to such a place, such a state of being as a society in the first place? It was through trying to make things better and bigger and greater until we're now at the point where we have created a technology that we are signing away our sovereignty to and saying that, this is going to be our savior. I really just feel the call to come back to our humanness, to our connection with the earth. There is so much stillness and solitude and wisdom for just slowing down and connecting with what really matters. So, from an astrological lens, what we're kind of experiencing right now, we have Neptune moving into Aries, and this is a significant transit. Neptune is the planet of spirituality. It's a planet of dreams, of idealism, of mysticism. So when it was in the sign of Pisces, there was too much idealism, too much putting other people on pedestals, too much of a hierarchy of viewing those above us as better than us. And we see this even with like celebrity culture, with reality TV shows, with just the way our world has programmed us to believe that we are in this sort of caste system as humans, and it's all man-made. It's all been created this way, manufactured this way to create a disconnection from our true selves, from our true nature, from our sovereignty, from our power. So these are the themes, of like Neptune moving out of Pisces. It's like the veil is lifted, the amnesia, the acid trip is over. It's like wherever you've been putting others on pedestals, wherever you've been giving away your power, you've been sleeping on your gifts, like all this is shifting now. And we're already seeing it with people waking up to just like certain people or spiritual leaders that now don't feel very resonant. Because it's like, why did we give so much power to these people in the first place, right? And almost like these people had to then, because of the amount of recognition, fame and power that was given to them, they then had to sustain the wealth that they'd created, that we had created for them. They had to sustain that. And that's why there's so many of these huge kind of like enterprises, or what's created this very like, the water's so nice. Just take in the sound of the water, guys. What's created these very, it's like fast, quick fixes when it comes to healing, right? And so we're kind of moving out of that. Like Neptune in Aries is about self-leadership. It's about us realizing that we, the people, and in our individual lives, we hold so much power. We hold so much power. And we need to remember that. We need to remember it. And so this can feel really nice, Neptune and Aries. It can also feel like it's really in alignment with the year of the fire horse in Chinese astrology, because the fire of Aries, you know, it wants to lead, it wants to be sovereign, it wants to remind other people of their own individual power. And so it's giving power back to the individual, but how we use that individual power to then come together as a collective to fight these systems of oppression and these internal systems of suppression within ourselves. So yeah, there's a lot happening right now, guys, collectively, energetically, astrologically, you know. And we also have the planet Uranus is now direct, and Uranus is the planet of innovation. It's also the disruptor. You know, it brings about great changes. Uranus rules the age of Aquarius, so it's like the futuristic planet. Forces things to speed up, rapid acceleration. And so Uranus now going direct is it's like there's less disruption in our lives and from other people, from external sources, because we've realized that we're the ones, you know, riding the carriage. We are the ones with the reins in our hands. Only us, only we the people can create the true change. Like, we can't rely on on anyone coming to save us. So because Uranus has been retrograde for quite some time, it could have felt like a lot of, like, things were just very up in the air all the time. And now that it's direct, it's given more of a steady motion, and it's like, oh, actually all we need to do is just keep focusing on, you know, our individual goals, our true north. Like, do what you're doing. It's not about creating creating things really quickly because of this pressure of, like, you know, the machine, the producing machine that's been indoctrinated into humans to think that we're machines and we need to produce. It's kind of breaking free from that a little bit. So enjoy this, because Uranus is actually going to move into Gemini, I think, this summer. And that will speed things up. But what it will also be good for is allowing us to express our truths, because Gemini is very connected to the throat chakra. It's ruled by Mercury. So it should bring about change in the way in which we express ourselves and the knowledge that we hold. Let me see if I can shelter myself under this tree. So yeah, just a little update on the current kind of happenings. But yeah, it's an integration, you know, like it's the start of February. Energy is going to build momentum, but I mean, it's literally snowing here a minute ago. It's still pretty cold, you know, like, we've just had a full moon in Leo, so that was really showing us, closing chapters of showing us where our sovereignty is, where our strength is, where our growth, you know, like everything that we've kind of overcome in the past 6 months, when there was the last new moon in Leo last summer. So yeah, this full moon, now we're in the integration of that, plus feeling Neptune and Aries, plus feeling Uranus going direct. So there's a lot. And you know, what's going on in the world right now with certain files and information being released is all very much on brand with the astrology. And you might be saying, wow, this is insane, like, what are they going to do about it? Well, they are the ones who are doing it, right? So they aren't going to do anything. It's up to us to stop buying into, to stop giving energy and attention to them, you know, these lower frequency forces that are kind of running our planet. We, the people, need to stop giving our life force to them if we want anything to change. So yeah, okay, sending love to everyone, and yeah, make sure you spend time outside, even if it's rainy, even if it's grey. You can still go and connect with the earth.